It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. We got some token today. This one is called What Am I Waiting For? And it's about his grandma. I had a really good relationship with my grandparents, so I feel like this is going to be a tough one for me to get through. Before we dive in, though, I want to give a shout out to one of the homies named Duane. Funny enough, it's Dwayne, though. But recently, I started to help one of my friends out at his weed store, make a little bit extra money, hang out with some friends, get to legally sell weed like we used to do back in the day illegally. So, it's kind of a good time. And I saw somebody come through, and he's a pretty big dude. And I feel like he's just staring at me from like the front window, and I'm in the back in the inventory. And I feel like, is he grilling? And then my friend's like, yeah, I feel like he's staring back here. And so I'm thinking he didn't like me or something. But then he left and the girls came back and they're like, yo, he's one of your subscribers. He said he knows you from YouTube. And so I was like, yo, that's dope. If I would have known, I would have came out and gave you a handshake. I don't know if he watches this channel, my commentary channel, or what channel he came from. But if you do watch the music reactions and you happen to be here, I appreciate you, homie. Next time you come through, if you see me back there, feel free to stop in. I will happily give you a dap, maybe ask you what your first video you watched was. You know what I'm saying? Just little shit like that. I'm always interested, and I never expect to see anybody where I live that watches my channel. So it's always kind of dope. But let's dive into this. It says, my grandma's name was Shirley. She passed away a few weeks before my birthday. I wrote this song the day I found out. This shit's gonna be tough. This shit about to be rough. I don't know if I'm ready for this.
I change how I look, how I talk, how I act. I change even more, I'm no longer yours. Only thing I don't change about me is wishing I change even more. What am I waiting for? My grandma said I wanna visit you to get that LA view, but I might die before I ever get the chance to. I found a subject I could change to avoid the awkwardness and realizing the painful truth. But I wish I gave her honesty. I know losing memories is frustrating beyond belief, and every day there's a new body part to let a doctor see. But all that aside, how do you say that so casually?
Facts, right? It's crazy because some people just become comfortable with the fact that that is going to happen at some point. And it's weird for some of us that are younger because we're not there yet. And so to hear that is just such a devastating thing. Like, it's like, whoa, like you're not going anywhere. What are you talking about? So it's just, yeah, it's a very interesting dynamic. And we did check this out, by the way, for anybody that does not know, we did a reaction to his entire album. I'll try to remember to put it in the description and a link. If not, it is up on my channel though. So if you want to watch the entire reaction, first time to every song, you can go there. But for right now, we're just going to kind of recap some of the actual song and my thoughts on it. But I want to check out the video as well.
What does death mean to you? All your friends dying, does it bring stress to you? Do you think about it? Like, will it hurt at all? When will my whole life be compressed into a phone call? Like, yeah, she's gone. I wanna make her last years be a gift from God, but it's a losing game, cause I got the news today. It's funny how no matter how ahead you are, you're too late.
Yo, that's so true.
How I look, how I talk, how I act.
And I don't know if he's talking about like, in terms of like Token started to do a lot of shit. Like, he's young still, and he's been pretty successful throughout his youth, right? And so you could kind of say, yo, he was early. At 16, he's in the backpack cypher and getting noticed and all this other shit, right? But as early as he was, like he said, like no matter how early you are, it's like you still too late. In some aspect of life, you may still be too late for something.
Change even more, I'm no longer yours. Only thing I don't change about me is wishing I change even more. What am I waiting for? I used to have reoccurring dreams about death. So ever since you brought it up, I've been sleeping less. I know what you gon' say, I'm too young to be going through it. But can I ask you some questions as the closest one to it? You so open about it, so I'm curious. Do you think an afterlife will be luxurious? Do you think it'll treat you as good as Jersey did? Do you think you'll see your husband? I'm just trying to picture what it's like to be you. 3 kids, 5 grandchildren, all come from you. Maybe because of us, your life has a different meaning and a view, and you're happy to live, but you don't have to.
See, and that's something I won't know. I'm gonna be honest. I have no plans on ever having kids, but there are times where I think and I'm like, damn. Like, I wish like I could have them, but not have to have them, if that makes sense, right? Like, they just, poof, they're adults and they go out and do their life and I never have to do anything. That'd be amazing. I know it don't work that way though. But I feel like there's gotta be some level of satisfaction with knowing that like you created a group of children who went on to create more children, and you have grandkids and you get to watch all these people thrive. And as long as things are going pretty well for them and you know that they got potential and a bright future potentially, you know what I mean? I feel like that gives you peace of mind towards the end of your life. That's the only thing I can only assume that, because obviously I'm not in that position. Even if I did have kids, I'm still not in that position as far as at the age, but that would be the one thing that I could I would assume like it's got to be some kind of level of just, you know what I'm saying? Like I did it all. I did my shit.
I just can't relate. My life is everything and I'm trying to make it great. But it's a losing game, cause I got the news today. It's funny how no matter how ahead you are, you're too late. I change how I look, how I talk, how I act. I change even more, I'm no longer yours. Only thing I don't change about me is wishing I change even more.
That's the realest shit ever too.
What am I waiting for? On our phone call, you tensed up when you mentioned death. It still bothered me cause I want you to be content. It was the middle of the night, I guess that's when most happened. Did you find contentment or not even know what happened? The questions I don't have any answers to upset me. Until I realize they're not meant to be. Maybe that's what's beautiful about the rollout. Grandma Tuesday, I'ma be crying my soul out. My birthday's coming up and even if you lived past it, I still change the subject every time you hinted at it. Cause I'm not even supposed to know till I'm supposed to know. And until I'm supposed to know, I'll be hoping I don't. I'll be hoping.
Yo, that's so real though, right? Because like he said, like, is it peaceful? Is it like you don't know? But it's almost like maybe like I'm not meant to know, right? Like that's the one thing that none of us can answer. There's been more people that have died than have lived. Pretty sure. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure. I'm definitely talking out of my ass, but I hope that that's true. And if that's the case, you got to think like, despite that, we still have no idea what that step is, right? There's no way to ever know. No matter how many of us go, there's no way to ever know. Your best friend, the person that tells you everything, can't tell you. You'll never know. It's like it's a scary thing, but it could also be a peaceful thing, right? Because if we found out that it was like some horrible shit, it's like, damn, bro, like we got to lead towards that. It's almost better to just not know. Just like, yeah, hey, it happens, it happens.
Lived past it, I still change the subject every time you hinted at it. Cause I'm not even supposed to know till I'm supposed to know. And until I'm supposed to know, I'll be hoping I don't.
Yep.
I'll be hoping I don't. I wish I did more for you, but I know it's a losing game. I got the news today. It's funny how no matter how ahead you are, you're too late.
Purpose is to say.
I should have kept my what's hot inside. I just had my Never Too Different hoodie on too to run over to the weed store for a second.
I mean, your mother so the character is.
I change how I look, how I talk, how I act. I change even more. I'm no longer yours. Only thing I don't change about me is wishing I change even more.
I love that hook too.
I change how I look, how I talk, how I act. I change even more. I'm no longer yours. Only thing I don't change about me is wishing I change even more. What are you waiting for?
Bro, I got chills. This is a song that everybody should hear. This song and this entire album from Token is absolutely amazing. It really, really is. And I've always been a Token fan. Like I said, I've always rocked with Token. I've always said good things about him and stuff. But this album, I feel like without even knowing that man, like it feels like it brought you close. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's just so much to connect with, especially with shit like this. And I hear songs like this and I'm like, bro, I'll back this man to the end of my day. You know what I'm saying? Like I will back him as an artist, as a human being. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know him, but I get good vibes from him. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like from the outside looking in, I will back that man 100%. Token a good dude. Token a good dude. And I like that he's so willing to open up and share so much of his life. Because I feel like a lot of people share stuff, right? And you have a lot of artists that do put a lot of stuff out there, but I feel like there's still like a limit to like some of the stuff they tell you. They mostly will talk around it and like emotions about things and feelings of things and, you know what I mean, and thoughts of what they're going through and stuff. But he gets very specific about, yo, my grandpa did this, my grandma did that. This was the situation with my dad. This was like, he's just like, bro, I'm just giving you the facts, the whole shit. And like, that is super tough to do for a lot of people, but it's also therapeutic. And I think that it's something that a lot of people can relate with. And that's why I think I like him and rock with him even more than I ever did before after this album. So shout out to Token. Let me know what you guys thought down below. I appreciate you guys. Take it easy. Stay safe. I will catch you in the next one, homies.